Hi, and welcome to Tom's Garage, Season 2, Episode 3. Today we're going to talk about car lifts. You know, I go to a lot of car shows and everybody complains about they don't have room for cars in their garage. Oh, I'd get that car if I had room in my garage. It's not big enough or the ceiling's too low. I'm going to show you how you can fit another car and put a car lift in your garage with an 8.5 foot ceiling. No problem. Let me show you. Okay, this is my 3-car garage. I am storing 5 cars on here now, and you actually could have 6. So most people have a 2-car garage. They could easily turn that into a 3-car garage and still have 1 car on the floor. Now, as I told you at the beginning, my ceiling is only 8.5 feet tall. A standard height in a house is 8 feet. So it's only 6 inches taller than that. And they make most garages at least 8.5 inches tall for clearance, for the rails and everything. So, but you can see the way this sits now with a garage door. It rolls up. You know, you only got a height of this high because of the garage door hanging here. Now, you'll need to remove all of this equipment up here to be able to get 2 cars stacked on top of one another. And once you remove all of that, or before you remove all that, you better make sure the cars will fit. Let me show you how you need to determine your measurements on this. As you can see here, I've got my Porsche down here below. It's one of the tallest of all my cars. It's like 50 inches tall. They put a lot of headroom in the Porsches. And then you can see how much room there's in there. There's like 4 inches of room there between there and the racks. And then you've got the, the ramp here, which is 4 inches thick, but they like to give you 6 inches for clearance. So then I've got my 4 GT up here, which is 43 inches. So you just take whatever cars you have. You just take whatever cars you have and add the height of the cars together, and then add your 6 inches here, and you'll find out if you can put a lift in your garage. Now I'll give you some more information about these lifts in the comments, and we'll go over some details here shortly. But I just wanted you to see back here in the back while it's up, is that we got these huge platforms. You got 18 inches. There's no way you could pull in this garage and fall off this platform. The garage doors are standard 8-foot garage doors, and these beams sit in here just perfectly. So all you have to do is just drive in and watch your mirrors on the sides of the garage doors, and you're in the garage. And I particularly like these lifts because they're all clear on the sides here. Some of them have some kind of devices here that get into your liftway, but here you can see you've got from cable to cable on the other side, so you've got lots of room. Nothing. You're not going to hit anything when you pull in on this ramp. Now I'm going to pull the Porsche out so I can show you the door and how the door works. You have to have one of these doors if you're going to stack cars in a garage of only 8'6" high. Okay, so move the Porsche out. And here you can see these are called carriage doors compared to the roll-up doors that we just looked at. You have to have carriage doors, and they swing out and they allow full opening, and you can drive in and out. The disadvantage of this is you're going to have to open the doors up manually and then pull out of the garage and then get back out of the car and close your garage door before you leave. They're manual doors, just like they did in carriage days, where they had to pull the carriage in. So just like the regular doors, like 2 regular double doors, it's got 3 hinges on it, and it swings out and allows you to get your car in and out without having any obstruction with a roll-up door. So let's take a look at the rack itself over here, how it works. All right. So I'd like to mention this is a Park King. A ACP 7 Narrow. They put this thing up in like 4 hours. I thought it was going to be kind of obtrusive, But really, you can move around, and there's a lot of room to get around this. I'm really surprised how airy it is. So it really, you really don't notice that much, and the value for having a lift is amazing. It's just not getting, putting 2 cars in your garage. You can use it, change your oils. You can work on the side of the car, waxing it and the rims and so forth. So it's a really nice tool to have in your garage, one way or another. So the way these work, if you haven't seen how lifts work before, we have a lever here that drops into these ladder stops here. So if it should ever drop down, it stops. It's locked into that lock. So we can, when it's like this, you can't release it. So you have to bring it up. See, and then it releases it. It goes all the way through to the other side, as you can see, and all the way down to the end. It has mechanism running down there. By the way, in this one side is where all the hydraulics are kept underneath the panel underneath here. So, they set this thing up in no time, and all you do is just plug it into an extension cord. There's no wiring or anything. So, if you come around to the back side here and take a look, see here we have the key to bring it up, and this is to let it down. So what I like to do is do it from this side, because I want to be able to see the car when it's moving. Pull down the lever and then let the hydraulics out and drop her down. And then when you bring it up, you just raise it up, just watch what you're doing. It'll step up and go through each step. Take a while to get there. It's not the fastest of movers. So it just pushes out of the way, spring locked. It'll move over the top of the one step and then drop in. The front drops in the backs. So you get the idea, and then I mark on here all my car heights so you don't run it into the ceiling. So you don't forget which car you're putting up there and so forth. You have to make sure you double check first before you do that. But that's pretty much it with the lift. I'll leave you the link in the description of where you can get these, but I think these are the best option for working in a tight environment in a small garage. So thanks. I'll see you later. Hope you get a lift. Get that new car.